Welcome back to your favorite monthly show, Even Journal, where we talk about everything Even Realities related, from key events, updates, what we've been planning, and interviews with the core team and more. I'm here today with Will and our software lead, Mika.
Hi everyone. Hi there.
Yeah, episode 1 was about Vegas and shipping, and episode 2 is going to be AI and future. We're going to be going through Will's journey to Dubai, our review on AI as well as customization, and then even go through some Even Hub demos. So, it looks like Will was on the move again. Saw your photos on Instagram with a lot of important folks.
Right, yeah, I just got back from the World Government Summit in Dubai. It was definitely a very inspiring experience for me to be there and see the leaders from different sectors. Obviously, the biggest topic there would be AI and how it's impacting like every side of the industries. It was, I think, definitely very eye-opening to hear different stories coming from like different companies, different countries, talking about how AI is reshaping how their workforces is or how their businesses. So, really fun experience.
And I think we're gradually starting to see a trend where AI is no longer just a chat UI and is more moving towards the direction of moving into physical states. And I think that's really powerful as we start to see people integrating AI onto the glasses and all. But I think this is not the first time that we're in Middle East. Actually, I think we have opened up a lot more retail stores in Middle East. Is that true?
Yeah, actually, we already have a couple really well-performing retail shops in Dubai and other parts of UAE, and we're starting to see really good traction and interest on the product. So this is definitely something that we will try to invest more, try to bring the product to more folks in UAE and in Middle East in general. Yeah, we're also expanding our retail coverages in other parts of the world. In NA, we will soon be opening a couple more shops, and also I think in Japan, in Europe, other parts of the Middle East as well. Yeah.
Quick question on your UAE. I know they used a whole different type of font, and I was wondering if we in the future plan to support Arabic natively in the glasses. Is that something on our timeline?
Yeah, for sure. I think we are on the way of doing the testing and also the investigation on how we can make sure the overall experience of Arabic support is there. And also, kind of, it's not about just the translation of the content. It's also about how we can put the text and also like the R to the right to left. And to into our notification and the AI respond and stuff. Yeah, it's a really a technical challenge that we are facing, but we should be good, and we should about to get there very soon.
Perhaps we'll be able to see it on the glasses in the near future. But I'm more curious about what we have discussed in the AI Summit, and I was wondering, how does that relate to what we do here at Even Realities? How does AI really go into each of our feature? And I think, can we share a little bit more insights on that if we are willing?
Yeah, so like a lot of stuff I learned, at least from the summit, or so from observing some of our professional users using the glasses, is that they really care about the AI understanding their own context. And so essentially for people in different industries, in different occupations, obviously you have your own knowledge base where you want also the AI to actually know what you do and your line of work and what kind of professional support you need. So I think that goes well beyond the general AI that a lot of people are using in their daily routine, but wanting to transform that into more of a professional knowledge base kind of AI agent. So I think that actually goes really well with G2 and also with the features that we're promoting. And we also, I've been receiving a lot of ask from that, whether it's regularly or at the summit, that people coming to me and asking, okay, in my work, I actually have all these really professional list of contents or information that I want my AI to understand. So my glasses can actually help me better on the spot. So I think that's definitely something we need to build towards to make the AI more individualized and also to make it more specialized in certain areas of topics or knowledge.
If I'm understanding this right, on one hand, we're going to be able to kind of have the AI know a little bit more about you, so it can give you information from the past, but it can also kind of point the AI cues in the right direction and say, okay, that's probably what I'm interested in. So instead of just throwing you random general insights, it will give you like more pinpointed or an accurate ones. Yeah. And speaking of even AI integrations, we have recently brought the Callbot integration into our Even Realities app, and we have released a beta version to our Discord developers. So that means you can be able to switch out your Even AI to other agents, and that's something that we're working on, right, Mika?
Yeah, I think we are in the invitation of that in a way where so we heard a lot from our community about like switching the AI backend in terms of the even AI can use their own backend and these are kind of requests we receive even from G1. We are very seriously consider doing that and we want to make sure that the experience is good and also just think about the even AI right now, it can be do something more powerful and more. I can see a lot of potentials on integrating some local machine and local service to even AI. They'll be more secure and more personalized based on your daily use. There's also second to well, we also want to provide something that is personalized, especially in terms of the AI understand your context, your background and professions, and even your daily life. It's not just a chatting bot. It's something that you can provide help and also be a companion to your life.
That's a very powerful piece. And if that's becoming a reality, I can't imagine how many people will want to use even AI on a daily basis. And actually, I think it's very fitting that we also release the menu customization feature in this version of the app, so that you can actually bring even AI to the top of your menu if you would like to. And I know we touched upon this last time that we were talking about like customization on making the software really your own. Can we talk a little bit more about what more are coming? For example, maybe if we're able to edit the widget orders or.
Yeah, you're right. So the first step we have already done is about the menu customization. Right, it's just a start. So coming next to be like something like customization for the gesture on the ring.
Yeah.
Including something like we can use the preferred hands for the ring, and also if we want to customize on the long press, that event that we also do. And also. So right now by default we will show five or six widgets on dashboard, and that will be also customizable in the future.
Gotcha. And when we're talking about things to put into the widget, I think it's also fitting that we bring up the idea of Eva Hub, because recently, as of we're running Eva Hub, we have seen a lot of very interesting and fun ideas being made into realities. And I was thinking that maybe today, right here, we can start trying them out a little bit and really show you what the community is building, and then we can get our genuine reaction to how we do.
Okay, so I just scanned the code, and I think right now I had this as a bookstore application here.
Yeah.
Is it building house?
Oh, it's built by our developers, but yeah, this is just a sneak peek into what you can do with it. So, for example, on your app right now, you can see all the books that are available.
Yeah, I see there are like 3 books, and I'll just pick one.
Yeah, you can pick the first one as well.
Okay. Yeah, I see on the left there are like chapters. I can go now, and there's on the right there's a brief summary of that chapter.
Wonderful. And you can scroll through them as if you're
Yeah. Double click. I'm opening it up, and okay. Yeah, I'm not reading a look here. Yeah.
we really have tried to lower the friction to the minimum. So right now, what the developers are writing is actually just a few lines of code, right?
Yeah.
We're printing this container here, we're printing that container here, and we're filling it up with content. And they can do that very dynamically from there.
Yeah, it's totally up to the developer to build whatever they want.
Yeah, and I just want to quickly touch upon how this is different than a G1 logic, and we are kind of avoiding the very low level operations with the BLE protocols. That we're really abstracting it to make it as easy as possible. So in the future, hopefully, if you as a user have a special use case that you want to explore, it will be as easy as breathing, and then you just type it up, and then you can run it on your glasses. If you want to publish to the community, you can. If you don't want to, you can always keep it as a private build or
Totally.
something to share with your friends. And the second one I'm going to load up here is called Stillness Engine. And this one's especially perplexing to me because I never thought about use cases like this, where it's kind of guiding me through a breathwork session. And this, I think, is fun because it can really go into a lot of directions, right? So, for example, maybe when in the future they can integrate it with our health feature, when they detect a spike in our heart rate, then they say, okay, maybe it's time to relax and pull this app by itself. And matter of fact, I'm trying it right now. It's telling me to excel for 6 more seconds. So, okay, cool. Yeah. But anyways, this is just some things that people are building in the community. Some people are also drilling to like the agent use cases. Yeah. And some people are like building out teleprompter controller. So while you're teleprompting, you can also control the slides. Um, and we are already seeing people contributing a lot to what we're doing. And in the future, right now, actually, we're building out an emulator. So for any developer, you actually don't need a pair of glasses anymore. So you can have a building as soon as you want. And yeah, and that was kind of our little update for Email Hub for this month. So do you guys have anything else to share?
Yeah, for Even Hub, so right now, I to be honest, still in the very early age. We are trying to improve on the SDK and also the total package about the developer experience to make sure that, including the emulator, right, to including something that is more convenient for or more putting the focus on the developer itself. Um, not necessarily concerned about all like the protocols and all this kind of stuff, low level. And also we want to add more powerful like skills into our even AI. Say, so everybody hears about the skills, right? So how it looks like in the even AI, that's also on the our roadmap. Also the switching the backends stuff,
Mm, mm.
but
Yep. And these are really cool ideas that we can see kind of materialized in, I want to say, March-ish, right? And Will, do we have an update from the community of what's coming in March? I know we're making some.
Yeah, so we are targeting the version to be released, I think, by end of March. And obviously, we will have our Even Hub opened up to the public. So you should already see some apps developed on there and that you can pick and use. So that'll be there. And the more personalized version of the AI or the conversation feature with the capability of adding your own context and having a better result on the prompt and on the AIQ on the summary. So that should also come by end of March.
Yeah.
And also we talked about, like Mika was saying, opening up the flexibility of changing your own backend on the Even AI, right? Because with OpenClaw being like getting really viral, we expect that very soon everybody's going to have their own agent, right? Hosted on your cloud, on your Mac, or on your personal computer. So we are really trying to allow maximal flexibility to support that. So say that if you have your agent running on the cloud or on your Mac, it should be really easy to just get it work on your G2. And then obviously G2 will be a perfect host or interface to communicate with stuff like OpenCall.
Super seamless. All right. It looks like our instance is burning up and we're going to be wrapping up this episode. Let's just quickly say a happy Chinese New Year to all, and I will talk to you guys soon.
All right. Happy Chinese New Year.